очень хорошо, Волков.
What happens when a man who's been shaped by war and manipulation finally finds a place to call home? For Bucky Barnes, that place might just be Wakanda. From a brainwashed assassin to a symbol of redemption, Bucky's journey has taken him through a whirlwind of battles, betrayals, and personal growth. But in the MCU, he's about to take on a whole new identity, the White Wolf. While this shift might seem unexpected for fans who know Bucky as the former sidekick to Captain America, there's a deeper logic to it. From his troubled past to his unbreakable bond with Wakanda, Bucky's transformation into the White Wolf is a step that ties together his personal evolution and his newfound purpose. In this video, let's dive into why Bucky adopting this mantle in the MCU makes perfect sense, and how it could reshape his future in Thunderbolts and beyond. Recently, we saw Bucky Barnes, aka the Winter Soldier, chasing down the Thunderbolts on his bike in a pretty intense scene. But that chase might be more than just a cool moment. It could be hinting at a bigger shift in his MCU story. Bucky's been trying to move past his old ways, and it's looking like he might take on the White Wolf identity, showing just how much he's grown and found new purpose. We're betting we'll see him rock the White Wolf suit in the upcoming Thunderbolts movie, and maybe even with some fresh new powers. The White Wolf character in the comics has a lot of different abilities, but the MCU's already set this up, calling him the White Wolf back in Avengers Infinity War. Now, for those who don't know, the White Wolf's origin is a bit different in the comics than what we're seeing in the MCU. In the comics, it all starts with a plane crash in Wakanda, where a husband and wife find a white baby boy whose parents died in the crash. The husband wants to kill the child, but the wife convinces him to let her keep him. They take the boy to King T'Chaka, who shocks everyone by adopting the child as his son. He names him Hunter, and the kid grows up to be a skilled warrior. But after the death of his mother, Hunter resents T'Challa, his younger brother and future Black Panther, because of his position as the heir to the throne. Eventually, Hunter becomes the head of Wakanda's secret police, the Hatut Zeraze, or Dogs of War, and takes on the name White Wolf. When audiences stayed after the credits of Black Panther, they were expecting an Easter egg leading into Avengers Infinity War. While they got what they were hoping for, it wasn't exactly what they expected. Instead of a direct connection to the Avengers, we got a surprise moment featuring James Bucky Barnes, aka the Winter Soldier, resting peacefully in a hut in Wakanda. In the scene, a group of children calls him the White Wolf, and he's soon visited by Shuri, T'Challa's sister, who checks on him and says he has a lot to learn. This scene also references her earlier line in the film about being handed another broken white boy to fix, which sets up Bucky's future role in Infinity War and hints at the new direction his character is about to take. Now, the White Wolf might have been one of the most obscure Marvel characters to be given a prominent role in the MCU. Created by Christopher Priest and Mark Texeira, the original White Wolf was introduced in Black Panther Volume 2, Number 3, with a deep backstory tied closely to Wakanda and T'Challa. How Bucky will fill this role in the MCU remains a mystery, but it's a fascinating shift. Sebastian Stan, who plays Bucky, admitted he was surprised by the twist in an interview with Kino Wetter. He said, "I want to go back and revisit the Black Panther comics because of the White Wolf situation, and that's a whole different line. I didn't even see it really going that way and understand what that could be, but it's really clever the way they do it. If you think about it, I look at that and go, of course, that makes sense, that feels well. I don't know how they think about it." Bucky Barnes taking up the mantle of the White Wolf is definitely a big departure from his comic book history, where after shedding his Winter Soldier persona, he stepped into the role of Captain America after Steve Rogers' apparent death. In the comics, Bucky also shared a romance with Black Widow. However, there's some real logic to Bucky taking on the White Wolf title in the MCU. Both characters, Bucky and the original White Wolf, share similar backgrounds. They are men without countries, seeking purpose by devoting themselves to organizations and nations. With Bucky being fugitive and unable to return to America, it makes sense that he would find a place in Wakanda. After all, he proved himself by protecting Wakanda from Thanos in the Infinity War. Plus, he likely feels deep gratitude toward the nation, its people, and the royal family for everything they did to help him heal from his past. The original White Wolf from the comics has a tragic backstory, and it begins with him being orphaned at a young age. He was the sole survivor of a plane crash, and the origin of the crash varies slightly across retellings. In one version, the plane crashes directly in Wakanda. In another, it crashes just outside, in the jungles of Mohanda, a neighboring nation to Wakanda. In both accounts, the young orphan was found by Ma and Pa Mtume, two elders of a nearby village. They had gone to investigate the disturbance caused by the crash and discovered the wreckage, taking the boy in and raising him. This origin story ties the character deeply to Wakanda, a theme that could easily resonate with Bucky's journey in the MCU. When Ma and Pa Mtume discovered the orphaned infant in the wreckage of the plane crash, they found themselves divided on what to do with him. Pa Mtume believed the child's survival was a test from the Panther god and that the boy should be destroyed. On the other hand, Ma Mtume, who had never had children of her own, saw the child as a blessing from the Panther god, spared for a greater purpose. The couple took their dispute to King T'Chaka, hoping for a solution. T'Chaka, renowned for his wisdom, settled the matter by declaring that the child would live and become a citizen of Wakanda. Instead of leaving the boy to the care of the elderly couple, especially one who wished him dead, T'Chaka adopted the orphan himself. He saw the boy as an opportunity to prove that not all outsiders are threats, having met Captain America during his travels, and he knew that the boy would be safer under his direct protection. T'Chaka named the boy Mwindaji, meaning the hunter, and began to teach him the ways of both the warrior and the hunter. Though the boy proved himself an exceptional student, mastering the skills of his people, he still felt like an outsider. Despite King T'Chaka's efforts to shield him from the xenophobia of Wakanda, the boy was constantly reminded that he was different. His sense of alienation led him to form a close bond with Ramonda, King T'Chaka's third wife. Having grown up in South Africa under apartheid, Ramonda understood what it was like to be an outsider, and the two shared a deep connection. As the White Wolf in the comics, Hunter's armor was an impressive piece of technology, but the most remarkable part of it might be the boots. Equipped with compact energy regulators, these boots harness the power of vibranium in their soles to create energy fields that grant several extraordinary abilities. Chief among them is an acoustic dampener that makes Hunter virtually undetectable, a perfect complement to his training in stealth and invisibility. These boots also amplify the strength of his kicks, enabling him to shatter objects with ease and grant him the agility of the Black Panther, enabling him to leap from great heights and land on his feet unharmed. With enough momentum, the boots even allow him to run up walls or across water. This technology is a testament to Wakanda's unmatched ingenuity and further reinforces Hunter's status as a powerful and skilled member of the royal family, even if his path to the throne was never meant to be. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.